Hello everyone, Lady Shatana here with another video about my style Cavern in the Minecolonies mod, which is the best mod in Minecraft. Today I'm going to take you just through a tour of the kind of thing I like to build when I make a colony. So we're doing it on my favorite map seed, which I will put into the comments if it's one that you would like to use as well. Starting on the outside of what is a big, beautiful, what I call the caldera. I think it looks like an old volcano with a lake in the middle. So I've built myself an entrance. This is one of the small gates, and I found this really great cave. Actually, I believe it's a dripstone cave, and I've added some whole lot of glow berries into it, but I thought this made a neat kind of entryway into the caldera itself, where I was going to build my colony. Coming in here, we then come up to one of the large gates on the inside, and you can put the gates up there just to protect it for when the hordes of barbarians eventually come. So then we come into the caldera itself. Again, I just absolutely love it. So I've got another gate over there leading into what I was using as just an area to mine and explore out towards the other side. One thing that you might not have noticed about the large gates is all of them, if you go upstairs, they're actually built in a way to put in one of the alternate guard towers. So when you come in, there's going to be the regular sign there, and it has the space to put in a guard tower, which is something that if you've never wandered upstairs is something you might not know. So continuing on from here, I built myself a nice little stair down to where I decided I was going to build my colony. And as you can see, we've got the town hall there, and that is the mega hall version of the town hall, which has the builder and a citizen's hut inside. There's more you can do along here that would make it look really nice, but this is what I've done so far. I've added in one of my small decorations, the boat over there, which is nice, but as you can see, it's just such a gorgeous spot to work in. So going in here, I've got, as I said, we've got that initial builder and house, and in this first intersection I added the lava fall decoration as well as the corner knights, which I think are really nice. So what I like to do is, I'm a big fan of the mega halls. So when we take a look at the map here, you can see that it is all mega halls. So you can actually build an entire fully functioning colony with all of the huts in it, with 9 standard mega halls plus the town hall, and then the second lower layer or lower level. So between those things, this is an entire colony. So just a quick little tour through things. The first connector, I've got one of the alternative buildings. This is the barracks, because I think you do need to have at least 2 barracks in a colony to keep everyone safe. And in the other intersections, we've got, these are the couriers. I've got the alternative couriers in intersections throughout, because that's a great place to put them. I do have a couple of extra mods in here, and one of them being Croptopia, because I love to eat all kinds of different things. So I have just added the Croptopia trees in amongst all the other things. One thing that's very important to remember when you're building any or adding any trees or anything, as soon as they grow, make sure you replace the dirt under them with a cobblestone, because that will prevent your lumberjack from tearing down all of your special trees. So just a little tip right there. And then we've got our herders and our various animals in here. Herders in there working hard. And then we've got, I love this. This is actually the semi-automated, oh, actually you can see it just working right there, kelp farm. What it does is it is actually one of the intersection decorations you can find in the decorations area. The kelp grows, and when it reaches those observers up there, these pistons pop out, and the kelp ends up in these chests here. So you could just leave it going, and every once in a while open the chests, pull out your kelp, and you've got as much kelp as you might possibly need. I then have, let's see, what have we got here? Here's my warehouse. So it's fairly central. As you can see, the warehouse is right here. So it's fairly central to most things, not too far away from anything. And the next intersection, I've got the secondary builder's hut, because I do have 3 of them actually. So this is the alternative that fits into an intersection. And these are, right now they're just decorations that are going to be getting added in. But with an upcoming change to Minecolonies, they actually will be available as plantation fields as well. And I've built them so that they can fit into intersections as well. Right here we have our healers, our hospital. Again, fairly central, so that it's easy to for everybody to get to. This is just decoration, and it's the, I believe I call it the Crimson Tree, just something I thought would be really fun. This is the Farmer's Hall, and as you can see, my farmer's working hard here, and it has the, if you haven't built it yet, it's got the extra flower shop and the plantation in here. And right now the plantation is a growing bamboo, it looks like. So that is, I really like how this one looks and turned out. Going a little further in, we've got this would be the forestry hall. So a couple notes about the forestry hall. The beehive, or the apiary up there, the bees are very, very happy when you make sure that you add all the flowers down here. So it is something you are going to need to do, is manually add the flowers. One thing that's the easiest thing to do actually, and there is a one of these, there's a sign around here, but once you've got things built, just take bone meal and just bone meal the ground, and it will pop up whatever flowers you've got in your region. So you don't have to gather flowers or anything, you can just bone meal and you'll get enough for your bees to be happy. They generally do stay right in this area. I haven't noticed any bees escaping really into any of the other areas. So they're pretty good that way. For growing trees in this area for your forester, trees will not be cut down by the forester if they are within the bounding box of another hut. So this section right here on either side is outside of the boundaries of the huts. So when you grow them here, they will actually grow, and the forester will be able to harvest them. So this area is where the trees are going to be. Again, I've got some more of my Croptopia trees, a couple of more couriers in here, and I'm going to go this way. So this is a couple more decorations. This here is the connector greens, where you can just pop down some saplings, put it somewhere near where the forester is, and it will allow you to grow some more trees. This is another upcoming decoration that will be one of the new plantation fields when it gets implemented. I've got space for sea pickles and some kelp, and I believe over here is sea grass. Yeah. I just think it looks nice even just as a decoration, even if you don't use it as a plantation field. Another one of the alternative builders, and the Tasty Hall. This is one of my favorite hauls. I just was so happy with how this ended up looking with my statues and everything in there. So big fan of the Tasty haul. And let's see, what else have we got? Again, this is just a real fast run through of what my colony looks like when I get it all built. This is a couple more decorations that again will be available in very soon. I think I might put them in as decorations as well as the plantation fields so that you do have an option how you'd like to use them. Over here was the geology hall, if you haven't built this one yet. So this is where your mechanic, your fletcher, your sifter, your crusher, where you're going to find those huts. And let's see, what else have we got? Back here will be the mega hall barracks. So I'm going to be doing individual videos on each one of the mega halls now, just to go over hut placements and things like that. And just a little showcase on each one. But this one has the Combat Academy and the Archers Academy built in. So yeah, again, I just really like my statues, and I build them into all kinds of things. Some more of those upcoming plantation fields that will also be there as decorations. And this is a connector decoration. This is, I believe I called it the water bridge. Just something to fill a bit of space and look nice. More of those upcoming intersection decorations. This is the Mystic Hall, and again, I just love how this looks. This can be a little more expensive if you have to go searching for the lush caves in order to get the spore blossoms, but generally you'll be able to find enough spore blossoms once you find that first cave. If you ever wanted to build a full mega hall for your own purposes, this is one of the most economical ones because the entire mega hall itself is covered in leaves, and leaves are free for the builder. So you'll need to have the shroom lights, but other than that, it's leaves. So it is one of the least expensive ones. You could also put one of these in if you wanted to just have a full mega hall and grow trees in it. I think which would look really great. So you would have a regular hall and you'd build a forester and then have this next to it with trees. I think that would look really, really nice. And then let's see, what are we missing? We're missing downstairs. So I think we took a look at pretty much everything here, and that's the upstairs. So let's take a look at the lower level now. So the lower level is full of alternative guard towers and housing. So all of these here are residences, and this is where all of our people live. And then I've got a couple of special things here. So these are, it's the workshops. So there's several different versions of the workshops. This particular one I've just used for my personal Cooking for Blockheads kitchen and my Croptopia crops. I just built the diorite workshop and then just built in the things I wanted. So you can do all kinds of things. Like any of the add-ons that you have, you can use this to do whatever you need. Over here, there is a fields workshop that has 4 additional fields. I personally find that I'm always running out of wheat, so I like to have a second farmer that's only doing wheat. So down here, I put in a regular default farmer, and then he just works on these fields here. So I've got the farmer that's in the mega hall and then this second one. So then, as I said, down here it's all residences, and I just every once in a while I'll go through and I'll manage the housing and just move everybody around so that they are as close to their workspace as possible. And with this kind of setup, with having the residences all throughout, if I did this again, I would probably switch these and these so that my residences were a bit more spread out. But it is a little bit of extra work to move everybody around, but it is something that you do have to do to keep everybody happy. So as you can see, I've got the alternative guard towers plopped in all over the place. And right here, being that I'm on the lowest level of my colony and I do not intend to build another level downwards, this is where my alternative mine is, and they are building down, 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 and will not interfere with any parts of my colony by being below it. And that's fairly central and easy for the couriers and everything to get to. So you can see it looks a little bit different, but there's decoration and thing you can do. I would love to see what people do to customize at some point. So if you have any screenshots or anything, feel free to send them to me. I would love to see what you do with the with all of the spaces, just because it's what I've put in the schematics doesn't mean it's necessarily what you have to use. Use your imagination, go crazy, and show me what you've done with it. Last thing I think we missed it the first time around is the Scholars Hall, so the university with the, it's got the library, the yeah, the school, the library, the netherworker, and the alchemist is up here. So as you can see, it doesn't look like the netherworker is out and about right now, but this is where he works from. And this one, people may ask why there's nothing here. It's because I'm sure we're going to have more huts coming at some point, so I've actually left a space available for when a new hut is implemented and I can't think of where to put it. So that is a space for rent. So there you go. That is just a walkthrough of what my personal colony looks like when I get to building one. Again, I love mega halls. That's how I like to build everything, but you can mix and match. You can use mega halls for some things. You can do some halls that are regular. If you don't want to use the lower levels, you can add more halls and put your residences upstairs. But as I said, I think it's a most effective use of space to use the lower levels and put all your residences down there. So that's that. I'll be doing another video at some point to show you some really inventive things you can do. Like right here at the end of, if you know you're not building your colony any further this way, you could put another intersection right here and have like a block of couriers or something in there so that they're kind of tucked out of the way and you're still utilizing the space. But I like things to just look nice and symmetrical. So there you go. There's my colony. I hope you enjoyed this really fast tour of what my colony looks like when I build it. And I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Bye!